Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a review of The Many Sides of Voice Acting Radio, Episode 12. Now, here's the thing. Before I do this review of the show, I like to say one thing. Thank you guys for watching my videos of my shows that comments on episodes that I've watched. Now, I do appreciate everyone's giving me ideas of talk about these shows that came out in 2000s, 2010s, and I appreciate that. I'm just patiently waiting for a time off of my own to do videos about these shows. And like, for example, I remember looking at the comments that talk about Sekirei, and I've seen Sekirei. It's without a doubt one of the top, I would say top 15, 20 harems of all time. But I will talk about that in another time or another day if possible. But my schedule is a little bit off. My schedule at work and here is a little off. So I don't have time to do these reviews, and I do appreciate, don't get me wrong, I do appreciate you guys giving me reviews of shows, and I really do. It's just that my schedule's a little bit way off, and I promise I'll get you guys reviews. It's just that my schedule's a little bit clunky at times. I know people think like, oh, you gotta make your day, you know, but when you have to work 40 hours out the week, 9 hours a day, you're tired, you know, you just can't get it. But I promise y'all I'll get the reviews. And with summer coming, I mean, we're already in the first day of summer, so all these shows that's ending this week and some that's still going on, I'm gonna do some videos of shows until the summer comes and give you guys my thoughts of what summer anime shows I will do review on. So far, the one show that I really am gonna talk about is that thick elf. The elf can't be on a diet, because if you like thick elves and, you know, reverse isekais, that's the show I'm going to talk about. So that's one. Now, that's my introduction. Now, let's talk about the many sides of voice acting radio. You know, Yumiko and Chika, those two have been parallel since day one. Yasumi and Chika's relationship has always been two polar opposites. Two unlikable characters. But those two have always been a friendly rivalry. Yeah, those two hate each other. Yeah, these two have different tastes in anime. Yeah, one has this, one has the pros and cons of better than the other. But despite everything that's going on throughout their episodes, they finally able to achieve their goals. Now, here's the thing. I'm not a voice actor. I really wish I was. And looking at these 12 episodes, I understand the problematic when becoming a voice actor. I get it. You know, being a voice actor takes a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. You don't want to be public enemy number one or public likable number one. Watching this episode and watching this season shows me just how critical, just how crucial, just how, like, voice acting is not easy. And we all know it's not easy. It takes a lot of time, pressure, and a lot of script to be on point with it. So I get all of that. This right here takes the cake. So without further ado, let's get right to the review of The Many Sides of Voice Acting Radio, Episode 12. Because this is the last episode, and I'm gonna miss this show. Okay, first off, you gotta give props to the voice actors who play Yumiko and Chika. You gotta give them credit. The voice of Kokoro and the voice of Kanan. Both from Hello Happy World, both from Bang Dream. You gotta give them props. I gotta give them props for this one. So, props on their voice acting, by the way. Now, you got Yumiko, who's been stressful having this role as an antagonist character. She is so stressful enough that it's hard to see. It's hard for me and everyone looking at her and saying like, damn, we feel her pain. Because, again, we may not be voice actors, but we know the pressure when it comes to voice actors. I mean, there's a mountain of voice actors I know, because I go to Anime YC, I go to Otakon, I go to Anime Boston, I go to Expo, I go to Comic-Con. I go to all these conventions just to see them. Now I get the opportunity to, like, you know, understanding how, yeah, it's happy to see them, but I understand it's stressful. They play a lot of roles. Even one there's many voice actors who play 2 roles. That's even harder than enough. So we saw Yumiko having a lot of stress, and Chika being her light. Chika being her guardian angel in this episode gave Yumiko a lot of feedback. And yeah, there's some pros, like one was a tsundere kind of vibe. But Yumiko and Chika's presence Chika's presence gave Yumiko the light that made her famous in this episode. I mean, she put her blood, sweat, and tears in this episode. Her blood, sweat, and tears in this episode to put out that voice acting in her heart. To put the voice acting in the heart of the character and made it possible. And then you see Yumiko did that with tremendous. I mean, literally tremendous. I mean, you saw what she did, like the sweat, the blood, the sweat and tears, like mind, body, spirit, soul, everything in that performance that Yumiko had to go through, and she did it. In fact, she did so good, it shocked the director, the producers, the writers, hell, even the veterans. Because they looked at her and they saw it. They looked at her and it's like, that right there, that's voice acting. Like, that right there is the catalyst of voice acting. And there was no retakes at all. There was no like, hey, retake from cut 300 to 304. Cut this to, no. They kept it one straight line. And Yumiko did not make any mistakes. She did the role of the character of this mecha anime tremendously. And I applaud her for that. I really do. Now, as Chika's concerned, again, we're going back to the Chika-Yumiko rivalry. Yeah, they both aim to be at the top. They aim to be at the top, and I applaud them. Now, Chika and Yumiko, again, they may not be friends, but they respect each other. Now, here's the thing. This is supposed to be a Yuri anime, so there's going to be some Yuri bait. Did we see some Yuri baits in this one? Yeah, we did. I mean, it's not heavy. It's not as heavy Yuris like this season. Like, we got the one with the jellyfish one. I forgot the name of that. It's that jellyfish Yuri anime that girls love anime that everybody's talking about. That I can't remember the title, but it has to do with jellyfish. That's that. But looking at the Yuriness that Yumiko and Chika has, it's not as high level Yuris as all the other Yuri animes we watch. Like the Bloom Into Use, it's not the Citrus, Yuri or Sakura Trick or Valkyrie Drive Mermaid, which honestly, Valkyrie Drive Mermaid you take Yuri to a S+ tier level. But the point is, the Yuri bait that these two have, being all these lovey-dovey, hate each other, is one of those like, I hate you but I love you. It's like those little childhood friends when they poke at you, like, why are you poking at me? Deep down, he or she likes you. So when I look at Yumiko and Chika's relationship in this one, yeah, the Yuri is not as high pitch, but this is like a step of the development of not only the Yuriness, but the voice acting, but also the Yuriness. And again, I like they're doing the voice acting video once again, and you got to see both of them have this dark aura that they really hate each other, despite the fact that they like each other. I mean, they were just kicking each other's knee at the end. That tells you something. The Yuriness is strong. The Yuriness is building up. And God forbid, the Yuriness is so good in this one that it's going to build up. Now, do I believe we're going to get a season 2 of this one? Honestly, I don't know. Part of me want to say yeah, because there's a rise with these two girls. There's a rise with the voice acting. So these two are going to be there. But part of me is saying no. Because while other shows is ending, most of those shows are going to get a second season. I guaranteed you. I mean, Demon Slayer is coming to an ending, and we're going to get another one. Kaiju no Braid is ending. We're going to get another season of Kaiju no Braid. Windbreaker is ending, but we're going to get another season. Jobless Reincarnation is coming to an end, but we all know it's going to get another season. What I'm saying is, this show is going to be under the radar of spring anime shows because not everybody got into this show. Not everybody don't understand the foundation of the voice acting radio. Now, again, if you watch Oshinoko is kind of like voice acting radio, because they have the same comparison in terms of how stressful it is to become an idol, stressful to become an actor, an actress, stressful to become a voice actor. So I do believe somewhat it's going to be season 2, but again, not everybody got into this show. Not everybody got it. I mean, I really wish they did. But overall, though, this episode was really good. I do like Yumiko and Chika's determination, their teamwork in this episode. Not only that, I'm happy to see them working together despite, I mean, they're not friends, but they're frenemies. They're rivals. So that's a step in the direction of the Uranus. But I give this show overall some 7.5 out of 10. I mean, 7.5 out of 10. It's not as high good, but it's somewhat interesting to watch. I think this show is for those who wants to get into voice acting, This show is for people who is a voice actor and they see the stressfulness that they have to go through to this one. I mean, see the level of pros and cons when it comes to voice acting. So a pro voice actor will watch this and just see and just get the love of it. So again, I give this show a 7.5 out of 10. So I look forward for summer anime shows. Since summer anime shows are coming next month, you gotta be ready. I'm gonna step up a bit. I'll probably do like 3 shows. I haven't decided which 3 shows I got. The only one show I'm gonna talk about is that thick elf, because oh my god, when it comes to thick girls in anime, the elf can be on a diet. I'm actually looking forward to it. So I look forward for other shows in the summer, and thank you for watching my review of the Many Sides of Voice Acting Radio. With other shows I'm gonna be talking about later, I'll give it a shot. So thank you for watching.